The TOTY promo has dropped in FIFA Mobile 22, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how you can get the brand new attacker starters, the nominees, and the new milestone masters, as well as what you can get free to play. So let's get started. Okay, so we have got the new TOTY promo. The attacker section is out at the moment. Midfielder section and defender section will unlock later, as well as the ultimate TOTYs will unlock later throughout the whole promo. But let's take a look at the main section over here, which you're going to play through, and pretty much you will get some TOTY tokens, and then you'll also get some specific ones to the different sort of sections. So you will get attacker points at the moment, and they reset every 12 hours. So make sure you're playing through every single 12 hours so you can get the most amount of attacker points and TOTY points you can possibly get free to play. That is completely free. You can do that pretty easily just by playing through all of those events. There are also some offers over here which you can spend for gems, and there is also this section which is sort of like 3 packs in a row, which ends off with a guaranteed TOTY nominee, but it is going to cost you 5,000 gems plus the extra 1,250 gems and the 600 FIFA cash in total to be able to get that guaranteed TOTY nominee. But on the right hand side over here, this is where you spend your TOTY tokens. So not the specific ones to the different sort of positions, but it is going to be those TOTY tokens in general. Now all of these three are going to be the same. The midfielder and defender ones haven't fully unlocked, as in you can't actually purchase them and they haven't shown any of the players you're getting, but obviously you're going to get 60 attacker points at the moment. With this one, it costs you 150 TOTY tokens. You're going to get any one item, so that could be coins. You could get lucky enough and get an elite player, or you could get extremely lucky and get any of the TOTY nominee players over here. You got the top one at that Cristiano Ronaldo, you got Neymar at 92, you got Kane at 91, Benzema also at the 91, and then a bunch of 90s, and then the lowest over one you can get is that 86 overall over there. But you are going to have to get lucky to be able to get any of these, but don't worry, if you don't get lucky out of all of these, you can always get the one that is guaranteed over here. So after spending through 10 of the packs, if you don't get any TOTY nominee players, you will get a guaranteed one over here on your next one. So that is very useful, and that will help you out getting some extra TOTY nominee players. But what does this actually mean? What does it actually mean to get those attacker points? Well, what you actually spend them on, and it is going to be exactly the same for the midfielder and defender sections, is you spend them along this pathway over here. You can see you'll go through spending them, you'll get some rewards, and you'll also get some attacker starter points, and that'll be exactly the same for the midfielder and the defender ones. And those starter points can be spent on getting Lewandowski, Messi, or Mbappe. Let me know in the comment section down below which one of these you're going to get, or are you going to wait for the midfielder or the defender sections to drop? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But as you can see, you'll get some attacker starter points as we keep going through all of these ones. There are also some TOTY nominees, as you can see, going through, and you'll end off at the very end with a bunch of these attacker starter points. In total, you'll get up to 425 of them, which is enough to get that Lewandowski, but not enough to get that Lionel Messi at the very end, which we'll go on to later. But Lewandowski you can get if you go through all of these pathways and you get everything done pretty much. You can see the different players over here are exactly the same as the ones in the main section with the packs. That's because there's 2 different versions of the players. So let's take, for example, this Mohamed Salah. He's 90 overall over here. He is a TOTY nominee card. But then if you go into the attacker section, there is a version of him which is a 93 overall card. You can see over here, and this one is sort of like your extra one. There are 2 versions of the cards, and those are basically because in the exchange sets, you're going to need the nominee version of the player and 6,000 attacker points. So that is how you can get those players. If you want to upgrade them pretty much, you're going to need the nominee version. So I'm going to need that 90 overall Salah and then put him in, as well as 6,000 attacker points to be able to get a 93 overall Salah, or I can carry on going through and try and get to Lewandowski. But that is going to be the same for midfielder, defender, and attacker. Now, if we take a look at the main section, you're going to get 6,300 TOTY tokens, 5,180 of all the other tokens. So that's attacker points, midfielder points, and defender points. All of those you're going to get 5,180. But then let's take a look at the daily quests over here. You can see you are going to get some extra tokens. If you score 25 goals, you're going to get 50 TOTY tokens. And then if you win 2 division rival matches, you're going to get 150 attacker points. This is probably going to rotate as we keep going through the promo with attacking points, midfielder points, and defender points. But from the daily quest alone, you're going to get 2,100 of the TOTY tokens, 2,400 attacker points, 1,950 midfielder points, and 1,950 defender points over there. Now there is the challenge mode, which does also drop pretty soon. The first round of this one will be tomorrow. As you can see, it opens in 22 hours at the moment. This is for your TOTY attackers. It will rotate, like I said earlier, between the different modes. And you can see if you get to champion, you're going to get 500 attacker points. So I'm guessing by this one, TOTY tokens, you're probably going to get 450 of the TOTY tokens, 3,500 attacker points, 3,500 midfielder points, and 3,500 defender points over there. Now let's take a look at the actual Star Pass, which is new with this new event. And you can see this one is out for a lot longer. It expires in 42 days. And you can see over here, there's a lot more levels. It goes all the way up to 100, which is just nuts. You got all of these different things. You can by all means purchase the premium one, which is going to get you this Zanetti at the end, as well as some other players. Whereas if you're on the free one, you're going to get this Emmanuel Petit over there, which is going to be pretty good. But along the way, you're going to get attacker points, midfielder points, and defender points over there. So from the free star pass alone, you're going to get 850 TOTY tokens. You're going to get 2,350 attacker points, 2,050 midfielder points, and 2,350 defender points. If you purchase the premium one, you're going to get 2,060 TOTY tokens and then 9,000 of each of the different points over there, which is going to be very useful in total. And then the very final thing, which we do have to take into consideration, is the milestones over here. From each different section, you're going to get 600 TOTY tokens, so one from the attacker, one from the midfielder, and one from the defender. That puts you up in total to 1,800 TOTY tokens you're going to be able to get from that alone. Now, there are also some event icons. So there's an attacker event icon, there's a prime icon for the attacker section, there will be one for the midfielder and one for the defender over there as well. But these are going to be very hard to get. You're going to have to spend quite a few gems to be able to get them. To be able to get the attacker event icon, you're going to need to spend 35,000 attacker points. And then to get the prime icon, Ronaldinho, you're going to need 60,000 attacker points. It's going to be the same for the other ones, but again, different players with that. So in total, free, you're going to get 11,500 TOTY tokens, 13,430 attacker points, 12,980 midfielder points, and 12,980 defender points over there. But if you buy the star pass, you're going to get 14,100 of the TOTY tokens, 22,430 attacker points, 21,980 midfielder points, and 21,980 defender points over there. And then you can also, with those TOTY tokens, what are you going to do with them? Well, you're going to exchange them over here for your specific ones. You're going to exchange them for attacker ones, midfielder ones, or defender ones. That's up to you. So that means you're going to be able to get an extra 4,560 of any different points. So that's attacker, midfielder, or defender if you're free to play. Or if you purchase the star pass, you're going to get an extra 5,640 extra ones over there, which is going to be very useful. To be able to get up to the 89 overall players, you're going to need 410 of the position points just to get up to here. And then in the exchange set, you're going to need 1,000 extra points, as well as the low overall versions, so the 86 probably versions of these guys over here, to be able to exchange for the actual nominee players at the very end. So in total, that's going to cost you 1,400 of the attacker points, and then it'll be the same for midfielders and defenders when they do drop with that first round over there. Then if we keep going on further on to the 90 overall players, that's going to cost you in total 6,060 of the attacker points. And then if we keep going over to the 92 overalls, that's going to cost you 12,660 points in total to be able to get them. Plus you're going to need the nominee versions of them. And then to be able to get the 93 overall players, you're going to need 20,210. And then to be able to get to the end of the path, you're going to need 17,710 of the total position points. So that is going to be the same for attacker, midfielder, and defender. We're just taking the attacker one as an example because that's the only one we have at the moment. So to be able to get the Mbappe over here, in total, you're going to have to spend 10,835 of the attacker points. To get Lewandowski, you're going to need to spend 16,835 of the points. And to be able to get the 96 overall Lionel Messi, you're going to need 27,710 points in total. That is going to cost you quite a few gems, but I do think you might be able to get Lewandowski and Mbappe. Probably Mbappe a bit more likely than Lewandowski, but this is going to be the same maths as we take into consideration for the midfielder and the defender, depending on what three starters you're going to get for each of those sections. And again, the ultimate section is a lot different. We are going to get some extra stuff with that one. It's going to be exciting to see what you get. You're going to have to exchange any TOTY starter plus 150 ultimate points to be able to get your ultimate TOTY player, which can be done, but you're probably going to have to spend quite a few gems to be able to get that. You can see at the very end, there are some rewards over here, which we haven't unlocked. You're going to have to get ultimate points to get those resources, but that is pretty much it when it comes to the promo. So free to play, what I suggest you do is play through as many events as you can and just save up all your points. Because if you think about it, if you just save up all your points, you wait till halfway through the promo or when everything has dropped, you can work out what you can get, and then you can sort of go off that and work out where you want to go, where you want to spend all of your stuff. Instead of spending stuff at the very beginning and regretting it later, it's going to be very useful to hold on to that stuff, wait until the promo is actually like fully complete and you got everything you need to know and what you can actually get free to play, and then work out where do you want to spend your points. Do you want to spend it in the attacker section, midfielders, or defenders? Pick that at the end or towards the middle of the promo. It's going to be the worst feeling when you spend your points right now at the beginning of the promo and then realize you don't actually want to go down that path, or you can't get a player you thought you could get and you could have got someone else, because that is going to be really annoying. So that's what I recommend you do, not just free to play, but if you are actually just playing through this promo, just save up your points for a little bit, wait until everything drops, and then pick exactly which ones you want to go for, work out whether it's doable, and that is your best bet with this promo. promo. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you like this TOTY promo? Me personally, I think it's going to be great fun playing through and trying to get these guys. Let me know which one of these guys you're going to get, or are you going to wait for the midfielder, defender, or the ultimate TOTY masters to drop? Let me know what you're going to do in the comment section down below. But if you want to know exactly how you can get through the star pass really quickly, this is going to help you out with the promo. Go check out this video in the bottom left hand corner. I went through everything you need to know so you can get through the star pass really quickly and get all the way to the end. Go check out that video, and I'll see you guys in that one. Peace.